Next Step Consulting. My name is Amy. I am glad you're here. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about caregivers, being a caregivers. What are the roles of a caregiver? I know we're diving back and forth from business to um, staff or employees. We're not just here to help businesses, but if an employee comes to our channel, logs in, we want to have something for everyone. You're a caregiver or you like to be a caregiver, there are things that are required, both physically and emotionally. When we take care of people, both young and old, we have to not always, we don't provide just physical needs, but emotional needs. And being there emotionally is just as important as being there physically. While we are there physically, taking care of, I'm going to talk about your business now, taking care of seniors or people who just left the hospital. You have family, clients, customers. Your clients just left the hospital or just left rehab, or grandma is getting old and just needs some help at home. Now you're trying to get a caregiver who can take care of mom, who can take care of that at home. We want someone that can provide both physical and emotional needs. While that is important, we don't want to focus on just the physical need. I've seen businesses or I have seen managers try to ask, okay, how many years experience do you have as a caregiver? Having the experience is great. Having the experience is awesome. I want someone who knows what they're doing. However, the physical aspect of being a caregiver is just 20%. The rest of it is being there emotionally. Keep in mind that you're dealing with people who are sick and who need the companion and the attention and the care and the love and empathy and all of that. The physical aspect is great. I want a caregiver who can take care of mom and help her with light housekeeping and help her with her meal preparation, help her with shower, bath, medication reminder if you do have the license for administering medication. If you don't, the family would have to get the medication and put it aside for the parents while the caregiver reminds the clients to do that. You are not allowed to administer medication if you don't have the training for it. Keep that in mind. The family usually will put it aside and remind mom or dad to take the medication. So make sure you are not doing that except you have the right to do that or you have the right training to do that. So while we're trying to get this person to be there physically for mom or dad, this client of yours, that's awesome. That's great. Let's remember to make sure we are checking for the emotional needs, that this person is kind. When hiring staff, while I'm looking at your experience and I hear staff say things, prospective staff say, oh, I have 20 years experience doing this. I have 15 years experience as a caregiver. I know how to do this. I know how to do that. It's awesome. It's great. I love it because then we spend half the amount of time training you and showing you what needs to be done. Everyone gets the same training and onboarding process, but those with more experience get a different or a shorter training session, if you know what I mean. So while you're interviewing your prospective staff or caregiver, now this video is for home care agencies or just families looking to get a caregiver for mom or dad at home. It's a very vulnerable time. So trying to get someone you trust into your home is the first concern. Because first, I'm letting a stranger into my home. How well do I know this person? How well do I trust this person? That's a big concern first. Then, does this person know what they are doing? Oh, yes, she does. He does. 5 years experience, 10 years experience, they know what they're doing. great. Most importantly, we want to make sure that they are emotionally present. Emotionally present, because being a caregiver takes more than the physical experience. You have to be there and be a companion, be there to comfort, to love, to de-escalate any issues or concern if you're dealing with a client who is medically challenged and there is a problem, there is a situation. You shouldn't be worried, you shouldn't be anxious, afraid, or speak in a tone that ever makes the client more worried or more concerned about what is going on. You have to learn to control yourself and control the environment and reassure your client everything is okay. Reassure your client everything is fine. That is your job. You're not just there to provide a physical need, you are there to, to provide some emotional needs. When you are able to do that and do that very well, your clients will know. Your clients will trust you. They'll be able to count on you better. They know you're not just coming there to wash their clothes, give them a bath, and cook them a meal. Mm-mm. They can tell the difference. Trust me. When you are there with the right mindset, you're having a bad day, you cannot come in and let your client know you're having a horrible day. You can't. Because remember, you have to be there emotionally. And if you're coming in with all this issue, you're pouring it out on them, that's the last thing they need. You should never do that because then you're giving them more to worry about, more to talk about and think about. You don't want to do that. Always make sure you're there doing what you're supposed to do. Um, Making sure the client is safe. Safety, safety, safety. Safety is so important, making sure the client is safe. Secondly, washing your hands. Washing your hands, keeping everywhere clean, tidy. There's so many physical aspects of it. While you're taking care of your client or taking care of mom or taking care of dad. This might not be an organization, it might just be a personal need. You're trying to get a family member to take care of mom and dad. You want to make sure that safety comes first. We don't want mom falling or hurting herself or himself. Listening to your clients. We did have a previous video about active listening and how to pay attention when someone is talking to you. You have to pay attention. Emotional intelligence. You should know when your client or mom or dad is having a bad day or you can sense something is wrong. That way you can do something even before the worrying starts. You can do something. Make sure that you understand what's going on. There's a clear communication with you and the client or the mom and dad. That way mom is not worrying about something she shouldn't even be worrying about. Cultural sensitivity. That is very important. Respect your client. Whatever culture whatever culture they have at home, you have to respect it. If they have their beliefs and the way of doing things, day to day operation, and it's not something you do at home, it's not something you're used to, you cannot come in there and say, no, this is how it's done. This is the proper way to do it. This is how I'm used to doing it. You can't do that. You can't say that. You have to come in there, respect their home, and do things the way they like it done. Keep that in mind. Cultural sensitivity. They already have their style. You are there to take care of them and their home, so you have to respect their space. Take care of their home, the kitchen, the bathroom, every area you're going to be in the home. Don't just come sit there and watch TV all day or press your phone. Don't do that. That's not good. That's disrespectful. Lastly, medical records. You want to make sure you're keeping track of clients' information. This is where the respect comes in play too. Clients have to trust you. You can't take your client information home. You can't take your client information and you're on the phone and you're talking to somebody. you are violating HIPAA law. You have to respect their privacy. You have to respect their medical records because you're going to have access to the medical records when you have to take them to a doctor's appointment or give information to the family if you do take them to a doctor's appointment. You want to keep track of their sugar if you're doing that on a daily basis, the blood pressure, their weight. You want to take account of that and write it down. That way, when you're going for every appointment, you you're a step ahead. You can show this to the doctor to let the doctor know this is what we've been up to. We've noticed she has lost 5 pounds this month, blah, blah, blah. Take note of the changes that's going on and let the appropriate people know what to do so they know what to do next. Mental health, emotional support, always be there, always be present. Always be present. We have a video, that our last video was about active listening. Be present. Let the client know you are there. You cannot be with a client and you're on your phone. You cannot be with a client and you're just sitting there watching TV and not paying attention to the client. It is unacceptable. It is not. It is not right. You have to let them know you're there. Because if you're going to go into a client's home and not pay attention to them and do what you have to do, you shouldn't be there. So keep that in mind. Make sure you're there and you're doing what you're supposed to do. Be a great caregiver. Caregiving is more than providing physical needs. It takes a good heart to be a caregiver. It does. It does. Because soft skills, you can teach about the training and the needs and the physical aspect and how to shower and how to make the meals and how to do all of this. When it comes to soft skills and teaching empathy, I would hire that caregiver that has more emotional support and train that caregiver on things that needs to be done properly before hiring that caregiver that has 20 years experience and has zero empathy. We are lacking that today. We are lacking that today. So while you're looking for someone to take care of mom, dad, your clients, your customers, keep in mind to find a caregiver that is welcoming, that is kind, and that is wonderful, that's doing what's expected to be done before trying to find that caregiver that has 20 years experience and zero empathy. Thank you for watching. This is just a basic 101 of being a caregiver. There are so many parts of being a caregiver. There are so many parts. This is the first thing you should know walking into someone's home. 1, respect their home. 2, respect their privacy. You cannot, for any reason, be there, you're on the phone, and you're talking on the phone. Then again, talking about them. Unacceptable. It should never, ever happen. It's disrespectful. You have to respect them. You have to respect their home. If there's a conversation that is going on or you need to be on the phone about something, it can wait. You go outside and have that call or you wait till you get home. Going outside, I never encourage that because now you're leaving your client unattended. Unacceptable too. So just be very careful and mindful. You're at work. You're at work. Respect the time and be present. Thank you for watching this very, very basic caregiver training or course. And I hope we'll see you again next time. Have a good day.